This is from the Wall Street Journal. This is sort of a longer piece.
Bit of a deep dive here.
Deep dive, yes.
A personal human interest piece.
Yes. The headline, the tactics Elon Musk uses to manage his legion of babies.
Oh, legion of babies?
And their mothers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, he's great at managing people, Trent.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of these guys, it gives me anxiety to think about having that many baby mamas. Like Tyreek Hill, he's got like 15 kids and 9 baby mamas.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but this it's chump change for the richest man in the world.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess. Ashley St. Clair wanted to prove that Elon Musk was the father of her newborn baby. But to ask the billionaire to take a paternity test, the right-wing social media influencer had to go through Musk's longtime fixer, Jared Birchall.
Hey, if you want to find out if I'm the dad, you got to go through Jared.
Talk to Birchall.
Dr. Birchall.
Sorry, Ashley St. Clair, the name of a porn star. Quote, I don't want my son to feel like he's a secret, St. Clair told Birchall in a 2-hour phone call in December. Birchall offered St. Clair some advice. His boss was a, quote, very big-hearted, kind, and generous person, he said. But Musk had a different side when a mother of his child goes the legal route.
Jesus Christ.
In these discussions, that always leads to a worse outcome for that woman than it would have been otherwise, Birchall said.
God, Jesus Christ. Terrifying.
Yeah.
God, what a monster.
Scumbag. Pure scum. Plus, he said Musk wasn't sure the child was his.
Well, you're right. Isn't that the whole point, to get the paternity test?
That's why. That would be why you would take a paternity test to prove the child is yours, yes. It wasn't the first such conversation that Birchall had. His public job is running Musk's family office. He recently helped organize Musk's more than $250 million push in support of Donald Trump's election. Behind the scenes, Birchall also manages the financial and privacy deals Musk wants for the women raising the world's richest man babies. Musk has had at least 14 children with 4 women, including pop musician Grimes.
The dreaded Grimes.
Grimes, who I'd be hard-pressed to find anybody that could tell me a song that she sings. But she's always
I couldn't tell you.
labeled a musician. I've never heard any song. No, I only know her for having kids with Elon Musk.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know a single song. Did she do Somebody I Used to Know?
No. Joe, we all know that was Gautier.
Oh. Was she
I don't know.
She wasn't one of the Lumineers, was she?
I don't believe she was a Lumineer.
Okay.
She might have been one of the Magnetic Zeros.
I was going to ask you, who's one of the Magnetic Zeros, because I know there was Edward Sharp, but
Edward Sharp.
She was one of the.
We don't really know the other Magnetic Zeros. names.
We don't know all
just
the Magnetic
Edward
Zeros.
Sharp.
Yeah. So
maybe Grimes was a member of the Magnetic Zeros, and Siobhan Zillis. That's another of Elon Musk's mother of his children.
Baby mamas.
Yeah, I don't like the phrase "baby mama."
Oh, okay. Well,
but that's just that's just personal to me.
All right, fair enough.
An executive at his brain computer company Neuralink. So he had sex with an executive at his Neuralink, the thing where they put the chip in your brain. He had sex with an executive there. So, in case you didn't know that, now you do.
So, yeah.
So, there's nothing.
So, yeah, if you're looking to get your brain chipped, just keep in mind that he's plowing the executives there.
It's pretty incestuous. Multiple sources close to the tech entrepreneur
splattered chip
said they believe the true number of Musk children is much, much higher than 14. So, Musk offered
thousands.
It could be in the thousands. Musk offered St. Clair $15 million and $100,000 a month in support
to shut up and keep quiet
in exchange for her silence about the child, whom they named Romulus. Similar agreements have been negotiated with other
the kid's
mothers.
I mean, if its name's Romulus,
Musk's children. Birchall told Sinclair, "Yeah, this Romulus sucks.
It's fucked. His dad's Elon Musk. His name's Romulus."
Yeah. Musk's baby-making project is relevant to his ambition for NASA, which he wants to move faster to go to Mars. which he plans to rename Planet Musk. No, he doesn't.
No,
I just made that up. But I'm sure that's in the plans.
Yeah.
He said on X that making people multiplanetary is, quote, critical to ensuring the long-term survival of humanity and all life as we know it. And I don't think it's worth it. I think we should die. We should all die.
I just can't follow the logic there.
No, it's idiotic. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What?
He's just he's a scumbag. I mean, that's
how can you terraform Mars but not stop the temperature from rising 3 degrees here?
I don't know. He's an idiot. Anybody who wants to go to Mars should be shot in the fucking head. I don't even care. Not even to colonize it. Just to go and plant the American flag. If you think that's cool, you should be shot in the head.
No, it should go.
No.
You should blow it up.
I would rather they blow up Mars.
They should blow it up.
To try to go. We should blow it up.
We should blow up every planet that's not ours in the solar system. Just forget about it.
Forget it. Yeah. And once life here is done, it's done. Fuck it.
How sick would it be just to shoot all of our nukes at a planet? Just blow it up.
Honestly, that would be pretty sick.
Or
shoot it into a black hole. See what happens.
Yeah, it'll come out the other side somewhere.
Yeah. And Musk's dark view of the world. Civilization is under threat because of a declining population. He is driven.
It's like a made-up problem.
Yeah, he is driven to correct. It's the opposite of a problem. It's the greatest thing that could ever happen. He is driven to correct the historic moment by helping seed the earth with more human beings of high intelligence, according to people familiar with the matter. The main objective, Musk refers to his offspring as a legion. A reference to the ancient military units that could contain thousands of soldiers and were key to extending the reach of the Roman Empire.
God, everything I hear about this guy makes my fucking skin crawl.
Yeah, he's the most
repulsive guy I've ever lived.
Yeah. During St. Clair's... By the way, the Roman Empire, remember when everybody was pretending to think about the Roman Empire? What the fuck was that about? Why do we just ever lied about that? Yeah, absolutely insane.
No, never thought it. Don't think about it.
Couldn't care less. I'd rather talk about Daredevil. During St. Clair's pregnancy, Musk suggested that they bring in other women to have even more of their children faster. Quote, to reach legion level before the apocalypse, he said to St. Clair in a text message viewed by the Wall Street Journal.
Wait, he said this to one of his
He said this to Ashley St. Clair, the 26-year-old conservative influencer.
He knocked up one girl and then said...
He said, yeah, we should bring in more women.
What do you mean we should bring in? It's like it doesn't sound like she's involved.
Well, maybe he was trying to... I think maybe it sounds better coming from another lady to bring in...
But wait, this is one of the mothers of his kids?
Yeah. This is a 26-year-old conservative influencer he knocked up.
Okay.
Who had a baby named Romulus.
Okay, she had Romulus.
And he's like, hey, we should bring in other people so we can sort of have a legion.
And she said, awesome.
This is the text he sent. To reach legion level before the apocalypse, we will need to use surrogates. so think about that.
God, that's a real... to reach legion level, which I still don't really understand what that means.
Yeah, well, I don't either. He has recruited potential mothers on his social media platform X, according to some of the people. He's
recruiting mothers?
Yeah, on X. Formerly Twitter.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what threw me off. Yeah.
Virtual non-disclosure clauses are part of some of the payment agreements, and if the mothers push back or seek outside counsel, Musk advisors, including Birchall, have threatened financial retribution.
Right, they'll come after them with everything they have.
Documents. Birchall described Musk's expectations to St. Clair. Quote, privacy and confidentiality is the top of the list in every aspect of life, every aspect. And his entire world is set up to be like a meritocracy. Benefits flow, he said, when people do good work.
Ugh.
Sickening.
Ugh. Just...
It's like
it's the mother of your child.
It's a cartoon supervillain. The details of Musk's baby mission are only now starting to spill into the public. Grimes begged Musk in February for help on X when one of their children was having a, quote, medical crisis because Musk wouldn't engage with her. Earlier that month, after the 4-year-old son, also called X... had been on. Maybe this is why he has trouble keeping in contact with his kids, because he gets them confused all the time with his website. They're all named X.
Yeah, they're all named like X and like SpaceX.
Yeah,
Grok and Neuralink.
Yeah. Had been his son, also called X, had been on television on his father's shoulders as he talked about government cuts in the Oval Office. Grimes posted that, quote, he should not be in public like this. It's because he's using his child as a human shield.
Yeah, exactly, to humanize him, because he's
to humanize him, sure, but also if he to prevent assassination attempts. He always keeps him on his shoulders.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's all I think about.
Well, brother, if I was going to do it, it wouldn't stop me.
Speaking to an audience at an investment conference in Saudi Arabia last year, Musk laid out the urgency of the matter. Quote, I think for most countries, they should view the birth rate as the single biggest problem they need to solve. If you don't make new humans, there's no humanity. And he knows a lot about lack of humanity. All the policies in the world don't matter, Musk told the crowd over a live video. When the interviewer joked that Musk was doing his part to address the issue, the billionaire agreed. Yes, I am. I mean, you've got to walk the talk, which is not a phrase.
Oh, God, that's so disgusting.
So I do have a lot of kids, and I encourage others to have lots of kids. Separately, Musk has said he is concerned about what he called third world countries having higher birth rates than the U.S. and Europe. A person familiar with the conversation said, one of the most important ways to change these dynamics, he has repeatedly told people close to him, is for educated people to have more children, which isn't racist at all.
All of that is so racist. Yeah. That's crazy.
In 2023, he had a meeting in Austin where people he described as Japanese officials asked him to be a sperm donor for a high-profile woman, according to a text message reviewed by the Journal. Quote, they want me to be a sperm donor. No romance or anything. Just sperm, he texted St. Clair. Musk later told her he gave his sperm to the person who asked for it without naming her. Vivian Wilson.
She doesn't even want like romance.
No romance. No romance. Just sperm. Just sperm.
Romance. Like, dude, you're not even gonna ever see that child or engage with it.
No
romance.
It's sickening.
This guy's a fucking monster and a pig.
Vivian Wilson, one of Musk's older children,
makes badass cars though. Dude. Say what you want about him. Fart mode in the Tesla, hilarious.
I mean, yeah, he may be evil, but he's one of the funniest guys in the world.
Dude, Doge.
And he's super cool.
To the moon.
Vivian Wilson, one of Musk's older children from his first wife, Justine Musk, said recently to Teen Vogue that she doesn't know how many half-siblings she has. Musk is now estranged from Vivian because he refuses to accept her identity as transgender. This coming from a guy who paid another guy to make him good at Diablo 4.
Oh my God!
Retard.
Paid a guy to play video games for him.
Yeah, so he's fine. I'll pretend to be good at Diablo 4. I won't accept my transgender kid.
He's a great guy,
asshole. Well, Musk posts sometimes dozens of times a day on X. This is referring to his Twitter, not his son, about right-wing politics or companies. Among other things on his mind, he often interacts with lesser-known users. He replies to them and sometimes interacts through direct messages, some of whom he eventually solicits to have his babies. So he's a reply guy.
He's a reply
guy. He's a reply guy
loser on X.
He's a loser reply guy.
He's a loser reply guy. Would you like to like have my babies?
Yeah. Cryptocurrency influencer Tiffany Fong, bitch, was covering disgraced crypto tycoon Sam Bankman-Fried's downfall when Musk started liking and replying to her posts. Musk interactions ramped up as Fong posted more political content in support of Trump, and Musk followed her last summer. That sort of attention from Musk on X, where he has 219 million followers, sent droves of followers to Fong, which was a financial boon. More engagement meant more earnings for her as part of a revenue-sharing program for creators on X. Wow. During the height of her interactions with the billionaire owner, Fong earned $21,000 on the platform in a 2-week period. in November, according to a screenshot she posted. That was when Musk sent her a direct message asking if she was interested in having his child.
Really said it like that?
Yeah.
God, whatever happened to taking somebody out to dinner?
Yeah, you got the money.
To dinner or
take her to Nobu.
A cocktail? Maybe, fucking wine and dine.
A nice restaurant, take her to Nobu.
What about a walk in the park first? Yeah, fucking get to know you.
Yeah, before you ask, would you like to have my kid?
Like to fucking dump my fucking load in you raw?
Yeah, he sent her a direct message on Twitter. The two hadn't met in person. Fong didn't move forward with Musk because she pictured having children in a more traditional nuclear family. But confided to a few friends about the approach.
That's not exactly a nuclear family setup.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's exactly.
She goes, well, do you think you'd come home for dinner every night, or?
No, it's not exactly every little girl's dream.
One day, an oligarch will message you and ask to put a baby inside of
you. Yeah, on the social media platform he bought, so he could let people say the N-word. But so she didn't. She wanted to have a more traditional nuclear family.
What a bitch!
But confided to a few friends about the approach, including St. Clair, whom she knew as another conservative figure, and how she worried that turning him down could hurt her earnings on Twitter. She's making $21,000 in a 2-week
that'll
period.
go. That's kiss that goodbye. Honey.
Yeah. Once Musk learned that Fong disclosed the request to others, he chided her for not using discretion, according to the people, and unfollowed her. That contributed to a fall in her engagement, and her earnings declined.
Not her earnings.
Yeah, it's exactly what she thought. I think the worst part is he unfollowed her. That really hurts.
Yeah, I mean, guy can't handle rejection. I mean, unfollowing someone's maybe one of the lowest things you could do.
Maybe mute her.
Yeah, to mute. The mute option's right there.
Yeah. While Musk was in Pennsylvania canvassing for Trump before the election, Musk sent a series of texts about the urgency of winning the state to St. Clair. Quote, in all of history, there has never been a competitive army composed of women. Not even once, he wrote. Men are made for war, real men anyway.
Oh my good God.
He followed up
fucking
with,
loser asshole.
I am in full war mode. Going to the front lines today. Must win, PA. Fucking.
Oh my God.
It's the biggest loser of all time. It's insane.
I'm having my guy fucking play Diablo from dusk until dawn tonight. I'm going to be out there in Pennsylvania trucking Amish guys to the voting booth. And my guy Anthony's not going to stop playing Diablo 4. He's not going to have pizzas shipped to him. He's going to piss in a bucket. We're in war mode. This is what real men look like.
The biggest loser of all time. It's insane. Musk often has Burchell step in to handle negotiations with the women over arrangements for the pregnancy and financial support after. The arrangements play out in similar ways for different women, according to a document and people familiar with the matter. Burchell was involved in acquiring the property for a compound in Austin where Musk imagined the women and his growing number of babies would all live among multiple residences.
So a harem. So he's trying to put together a harem.
It's 100% a harem.
In Austin.
In Austin. Awesome. Yo, the sickest place in the world. According to a person
Grimes must be stoked to move in there.
Yeah, she can make her beats or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, does she have like a little studio?
I'm sure you can get her a studio.
A couple six strings.
Yeah. It was the summer 65. He is involved in other property deals across Musk's different businesses. Zillis, who was one of his mothers, lives in the gated community with their children, and Musk comes and goes. He comes a lot, apparently. Musk also
mostly comes.
Musk also attempted to get Grimes to move to the compound, but she refused. Similarly, he tried to get St. Clair to spend some time in Austin, quote, with our kid Legion, according to a text he sent her.
Oh, God.
That's how he talks about.
So what, are all the kids down there? Or no, they're all with their separate moms.
They're all, but Samar, the Zillis, she's in.
Oh, Zillis is there with her kids.
Yeah. Birchall said on a December call with St. Clair, the NDAs are necessary. Quote, we have been through way too many issues where to not sign some agreement associated with with handing over $15+ million is absolutely insane and irresponsible, and because we have dealt with some very unstable, mentally unstable people that all of a sudden misremember things, he said.
It's like it's so crazy to just call these women mentally unstable when what you're putting them through is like the craziest thing in the world.
Right, the craziest request ever. How about you live in a compound with every other woman you've had sex
By the way,
with?
I'm not talking to any of your kids that are my kids.
They're my kids. And they're
Legion, capital
They're my
L.
legion, and
They're
I'm their
my-
leader. So I'm not really their father. I'm their leader.
I'm Caesar.
Yeah. He added that his boss cannot allow people to just go and share his life information. He's the biggest lightning rod on the entire planet.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, and I hope he gets struck by lightning. When Birchall told St. Clair that other mothers signed similar secrecy agreements, she observed that they didn't seem happy. Zillis, Birchall said, quote, goes in and out of finding contentment, but Grimes wasn't ever going to find true happiness.
Oh, my God.
So the person that lives there, one of them, Zillis, she goes in and out of finding contentment. That's what his fixer said to try to convince the other lady.
It's like somebody who's drugged out, going in and out of finding
But
contentment.
Grimes, she was never going to be happy.
But this she can go in and out of contentment down there.
After becoming
This is like a nightmare.
yeah. Oh, it's yeah. After becoming pregnant with their son, St. Clair and Musk relationship progressed, with Musk sending her flowers on her birthday and Mother's Day.
Well, that's very thoughtful.
That's nice. Yeah, that's really nice. So he's not all bad. St. Clair's toddler from a prior relationship had play dates
Had been put down.
with Musk's young children.
That's not part of the Legion. Not part of the Legion. Drown it. Drown it in the tub.
So he's actually not
done
not
breathing?
official Legion. So
Here's some flowers, honey.
And she and the toddler met Musk's mother, May, in November. Musk responded to a selfie she texted him saying, quote, I want to knock you up again. So he's just a romantic.
He's a helpless romantic.
Yeah, he's a helpless romantic.
That's what it sounds like.
While she was pregnant, Musk had urged her to deliver the baby via C-section and told her he didn't want the child to be circumcised. Musk has posted on X that the vaginal births limit brain size and that C-sections allow for larger brains.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Which probably is not true.
Well, I agree, and that's what we're going to do as well.
St. Clair is Jewish, and circumcisions are an important ritual in the religion, and she decided against a C-section. He told her she should have 10 babies, and they debated the child's middle name.
What,
Well, when
what a conversation that was. You should have 10 babies. By the way, what were you thinking on middle name? Sorry, what'd you say before the middle name question?
When she was in the hospital being induced for labor in September, Birchall texted her about leaving Musk's name off the birth certificate, according to texts viewed by the Journal, shortly before she had hired an attorney, something Birchall had warned her not to do.
No lawyers.
Got it?
Play ball.
She complied with the request to not name Musk on the birth certificate. Not long after the birth, Birchall pushed St. Clair to sign documents keeping the father of the baby and details regarding her relationship with Musk secret in return for financial support. The offer is a one-time fee of $15 million for a home and living expenses, plus an additional $100,000 a month until the baby turned 21. Musk told her by text it was dangerous to reveal his relationship to the baby, describing himself as, quote, the number 2 after Trump for assassination. He added, only the paranoid survive. Which is a great way to live. I mean, you're the
Great way to go
richest
through
man
life.
in the world.
You also didn't have to put yourself in this position.
Yeah, you didn't have to do any of this. You're the richest man. You don't have to be in the spotlight at all. You could be your own
could've been
private
the
island,
cool,
multiple
nerdy-
private islands. You don't even have to ever go into the public.
6 years ago, he was like a beloved autistic nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you probably. I mean, I didn't love him, but like, I'm just saying,
If you're
people. People were like, he's a cool tech nerd.
Right, exactly. People really didn't think about him.
Now he's the number one fucking assassination target.
Yeah, he's number 1.
Number 2. He's my number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in my book. We're gonna get locked up.
We're in
We're
jest. Speaking in jest,
we're
obviously,
gonna
nothing we
get-
say is serious.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, you think they'll let us record the podcast from El Salvador?
I don't know.
but she didn't sign. The deal prevented her from speaking about Musk in relation to the child or disparaging him, but didn't bar Musk from speaking negatively about her. St. Clair would have to pay back the $15 million if she broke the deal. One of the main sticking points, she said, was that it would make her son feel illegitimate. The agreement didn't provide support for their child if he became gravely ill, or a trust fund or life insurance if Musk died before the child turned 21. A few times, St. Clair tried to hash things out with the billionaire, but she said he ignored her text. In February,
That's odd.
Yeah. In February, when she learned of a tabloid preparing a story about their relationship, she decided to front-run it and posted about it on X, making everything public for the first time. Quote, 5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father, she wrote. I have not previously disclosed this to protect our child's privacy and safety, but in recent days it has become clear that tabloid media intends to do so, regardless of the harm it will cause. 4 days after the post, Musk eliminated the $15 million fee offer. Then, as they went to court to discuss paternity testing and Musk's request for a gag order, he lowered the financial offer.
Gag order.
He lowered the financial offer further, dropping her support to $40,000 a month, just as her legal fees were set to balloon in the fight. So it was going to be $100,000. He dropped that to $40,000 after she refused to comply.
Right.
On Thursday, the Journal contacted Musk for a comment for this article. On Friday, St. Clair didn't receive her scheduled child support payment from Musk, she said. Late on Tuesday, she said Musk's team sent her $20,000, having her stipend again. Quote, the timing of the reduction in payments from him are timed with disagreements on testing and gag orders. The only conclusion we can make is that money is being weaponized, said Dror Beekle, another of St. Clair's attorneys. St. Clair's legal fees have exceeded $240,000.
That's funny. The lawyer says money is being weaponized. Yeah, and he's charging her $240,000.
She owes us a lot.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
The case is working.
Could have done this one pro bono.
The case is working its way through the New York Supreme Court, which ordered that Musk take the paternity test. On Friday, the results came back. A report from LabCorp stated the probability of paternity was 99.9999%.
So it may not be.
Yeah, there's a 0.000.
So all that's for naught.
Yeah, well, you may never know.
Sounds inconclusive. Wow. Well, that was fascinating.
Yeah.
That was fascinating. I guess
just
I hope she
evil.
wins. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. She's probably like a awful person too.
She is an awful person.
Yeah. So I guess I hope they all fucking lose everything. But we can hope and dream.
I guess if you're choosing the lesser of two evils, which we often force to
on this podcast, especially very often choosing the lesser of two evils.
I guess we're rooting for Ashley St. Clair.